Hey there, YouTube. It's Mike the Dicka Collector here. Friday evening. I hope you're all doing well. Another week has come and gone. It is December 1st, getting closer and closer to that magical Christmas day. I hope you're all doing well. I hope you all had good weeks. It's been jam-packed here. Uh, it seems like after Halloween, it's just nonstop. Holidays, kids, events, whether it's practices, rehearsals, concerts. There's always something to do. And then, of course, there's adult things to do, work parties or work commitments, or, sometimes parents would like to get together with friends too. So it's been fun, it's been busy, crazy time. Got a lot going on this weekend as well, and I'm sure you guys do too. But I did want to show off. I got 3 TTMs in the mail. Pretty excited about it, so figured we could open them up on camera. First up here we have from Portland, Oregon. Very nice. So we have a 3-card return here. That is Mr. Dan Faust on 3 cards, including the 86. And these cards were all courtesy of Mr. Michael Myers, who sent them to me as TTM fuel. Dan Faust was a QB for the Chargers, drafted back in the 3rd round of the 1973 draft. He played an entire 14-year career with the Chargers. I absolutely love that. You don't really see that anymore. Loyalty to a team. I love this super action card. So he played 14 seasons with the Chargers, led them to 2 AFC championship games, but unfortunately he never made the Super Bowl. He's a 2-time All-Pro, 6-time Pro Bowler, NFL 1980s All-Decade Team, NFL Hall of Famer, Chargers Hall of Famer. His number 14 is retired. And after his playing days, he became a color commentator for CBS. And I don't know if he's still commenting or not. I think he is, maybe on the radio, but I'm not sure. But no matter what, thank you very much, Mr. Dan Faust. Next up here we have Cedar Rapids, Iowa. And for the Chicago Bulls PC, we have Mr. Bobby Hansen on the 92, 92 Skybox, and on the 92 Upper Deck. Very cool. So Bobby Hansen was drafted by the Utah Jazz in the 1983 draft. So shout out to Brian over at Bear Cards 34, who's a pretty big Jazz fan. Bobby can best be described as a backup role player. He played 7 seasons with the Jazz, 2 with the Sacramento Kings, and his final season in 1992 was with the Chicago Bulls, 91-92 season. He was Michael Jordan's backup. He actually is, his claim to fame is he's credited with sparking the comeback that led to the Bulls winning their second championship against the Portland Trailblazers. The Bulls were down by 15 points at the end of the 3rd quarter, and in those days, no team had ever come back from a 15-point deficit in an NBA Finals. So Phil Jackson pulled all his starters, pulled Jordan, pulled Pippen, and put the bench guys in. First play of the 4th quarter, Bobby hits a 3-pointer, which was his only point in the game. But after he scored the 3-pointer, his next play, he stole the ball from Jerome Kearse, led to an assist. Now all of a sudden, the 15-point deficit's a 10-point deficit. Phil Jackson put Scottie Pippen back in. 10-point deficit's now a 5-point deficit, and Bobby looks over at Michael Jordan, says, "You ready to come in?" Michael says, "No." You keep going. So Bobby Hansen plays until there's 3 minutes left in the fourth quarter, when Phil Jackson does put Michael Jordan back in. At that point, the Bulls are down by 3 points, and the rest is history, and the Bulls win their second championship. So Bobby Hansen doing good things for the Bulls. Thank you very much for the beautiful ink. And our last one here is from Phoenix, Arizona. This is a great return. So I sent a few cards to Mr. Doug Collins. These are custom cards created on the Rookies app. Fortunately, he did sign on his suit there, so it's a little dark. He doesn't have any cards as on the Bulls, so I created these myself. I sent him 4, and I told him to feel free to keep 2 if he would like for himself, which he did. So that's pretty cool. Doug Collins. Let's see what about Doug Collins. What do we have here? So he was drafted in 1973 by the Philadelphia 76ers and played his entire career with them in Philly. He played from 1973 to 1981. And as soon as his playing days were over, he pretty much became an assistant coach and then moved into the role of head coach. His first head coaching gig was in 1986 when he coached the Chicago Bulls and a young Michael Jordan. He greatly improved the Bulls' overall record, but he just couldn't get over the hump to beat the Detroit Pistons in the playoffs. So in 1989, he was fired, and ironically, he became head coach of the Detroit Pistons. He went on to coach the Pistons, the Wizards, the 76ers. And in between all those coaching gigs, he did a lot of commenting on NBA on TNT, which I believe he still does for the radio. I've always enjoyed listening to him, and I'm very grateful that he was willing to sign. So Doug Collins with Michael Jordan signed one card and the other card. So it's a Bulls Day with a Hall of Fame NFLer in there. We got Dan Faust on 3 great cards, courtesy of Michael Myers. We have Bobby Hansen on the 92 Skybox and the 92 Upper Deck. And Mr. Doug Collins on the 2 custom cards. And he also lent his signature, Doug Collins, 76ers number 20, on the index card. So I got 2 index cards too. So thank you very much, Mr. Doug Collins. Thanks everyone for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and have a wonderful weekend, and God bless.